Hello my self-isolating peeps, welcome back to my home. As you know, this is quite a traditional place for us to be because both Simon and I work from home, so this whole lockdown isolation thing is not that much of an impact on the everyday life we live. It does, however, have a big effect on the small local businesses. As you know, about 4 weeks ago, the UK government basically said all shops and restaurants and cafes have to shut down just so people are not tempted to go out and have fun. That is forbidden now, no fun in the UK for the foreseeable future. But thankfully, a lot of small businesses are still running, at least in like a limited version. Some of them offer great deliveries, some of them offer interesting services. And today in this video, we're gonna talk about just that, just all those little things that you can still do not to lose your mind while on a lockdown in Edinburgh. Let's start with a breakfast idea. Everyone's favorite bakery, 12 Triangles, now does deliveries. And it's amazing because they not only do their pastries and their amazing loaves of bread, they also do some pantry and fridge basics, so you can get things like eggs and bacon and milk and butter. They also do some delicious lunchy things like individual slices of frittata. We had to get my favorite croissant bread, which is this like very seed heavy, moist sourdough loaf, and it is literally the best bread in the world. If you've never tried the croissant from 12 Triangles and you live in Edinburgh or anywhere where they deliver, you need to try. They also have some nice vegan treats, so if you're vegan, they have you covered. They have a second day delivery, so basically it's ideal to order kind of AM on one day and have it delivered the next day, and the delivery charge is £2, which is not too bad. Next up, for probably lunch, you should order from Bros Bagels, who now don't deliver bagels as they used to, but they now do kind of a deli service. So you can order the bagels and you can order all the fillings, and you can kind of let your creativity fly and make a super awesome monsters bagel. Or maybe if you're not that big on bagels, but you want all those great deli fillers and put them on perhaps the croissant bread from 12 Triangles, you can also just order those. You can order cheeses and meats and like chicken salad and pasta salad. And also I think that Bros Bagels is a great place to order things like pickles and sauerkraut, because sometimes it's kind of hard to get those, and you can pretty much put those into anything. You know, you can pimp up a burger with them. Amazing. I love a burger with sauerkraut. It's such a Czech thing. Like, the year is 1994 and all those street kiosks, you know, just after Velvet Revolution, have that like crappy burger with sauerkraut and ketchup on top, and it is just glorious. The delivery from Bros Bagels takes quite a long time, so keep that in mind. It basically takes like 3 work days. They tend to resupply the online shop between like 5 and 7. Don't worry, all the links for all these shops are gonna be down there in the doobly-doo. Anyway, when you order between 5 and 7, ideally, when they have most of the great stuff, you will then have to wait 3 more days, and then you get your goodness delivered. Easy. One place that is doing something that is getting us very excited is Hakataya, which is this izakaya-style ramen bar back in Newtown. What they do that is so special is that they make these do-it-yourself ramen bowls. Basically, they prep everything for you except for boiling the noodles. And if you've ever ordered noodles as a delivery, you know that once they start sitting in the broth, you know, the clock is ticking. You're never gonna have those like really good chewy noodles you might be used to from like a proper ramen bar. So yeah, I would normally not recommend delivery of ramen noodles, but in this case it's totally perfect because you get like this Lego brick system of ramen bits. You get the thing of soup, you have a little box with both the noodles and like all the toppings, and basically all you have to do is make sure that your broth is warm enough. You know, you can pop it in a microwave, nobody's gonna judge you, you're at home, nobody can see you. And then you cook the noodles for 1 minute, pop it into the broth, pop all the extra goodness on top of the broth and the noodles, and you're ready to munch. Hakataya is available through Deliveroo, where you can also donate some money to the NHS. So if you want to get noodles and also some nice warm fuzzy feeling on the inside, you can also donate 10 quid or more to the NHS. If you're excited at the thought of DIY delivery, then you will absolutely love what Chivarinos is doing. You know, if you've hung out with us in our videos and my Instagram, you probably know we love the Chiv. They do have a couple of outlets, but obviously right now you can only get it delivered to your home, and your home is probably not gonna be nearly as cool as the Chivarino's spots, but they do a DIY box for you to make at home. Basically, you get a bunch of dough, some cheese. I think that they put some nice sauce on there as well, so you know, they have the basics covered. You can get it in 2 sizes, for 2 people or for 4 people. Ours for 2 people was £11. Again, there's quite a waiting time. Basically, you order on their website and then you have to contact them and let them know when is a good time for you to have it delivered. I can't imagine that anyone would want to wait for that. But for us it was basically like 3 days waiting time. So as I'm shooting this, we still haven't had it. We're gonna have it tomorrow, but you're probably seeing the glorious footage of our probably very ugly pizza overlaid over me talking about it. Professionalism. There's also a bunch of establishments that don't necessarily do delivery because perhaps what they make and sell is not super delivery friendly, like ice cream. One of our favorite iconic ice cream places here in Edinburgh, Mary's Milk Bar, does exactly that. They do not deliver their ice cream, but you can do 2 things. You can prepay for your future ice creams, which sounds like a great deal, especially if you're very optimistic about summer. You can also buy some of their merch, and personally I have wanted their tote bag for like years now because their tote bag just really reflects that whole aesthetic they have going on. Let me show you. This is £10 for this amazing tote bag. Look at this, it's great. What I like about it is that it's not that sort of like cheapo basic tote bag. It's the one that has that like panel on the side, so you can carry all your books in it and like milk pints and all those like cuboid things you might want to carry around once you are allowed to leave your house. You can also do something to support the local independent beer brewers. There's still a bunch of small sort of beer specialist shops open, like the Beer Hive and also Top Cellar, which is just around the corner on Easter Road. What we did, we bought some of the beer that is actually brewed by our friend Sean, who has started this business not so long ago. So we really hope he's doing well despite all of this business ruining atmosphere right now. Anyway, we hope that we at least did something to help his business growing. If you ever visit one of these specialist beer shops, try and look if they have one of the Tartan Shark beers. That's Sean's brew. They are very nice. We love them. What's your favorite, Simon?
Red Rye.
I like the elderflower IPA.
Yeah.
That one is good, and it has kind of like it smells really nice. Now a couple of honorary mentions. One of them is the Keep Edinburgh Thriving box, which is this little initiative that basically collected a couple of bits from people who make food and drinks and like souvenirs from Edinburgh. They made this cute little box out of them and you can buy it on their website. Easy. There's 2 sizes, the small one for 39 and the bigger one for 55 pounds. They seem to be very popular, which is a good sign. They are sold out for the next 2 weeks, but after that you can pre-order to support some great local creatives and food makers and beverage makers and just make sure that Edinburgh is thriving. Another cool thing you can do in the lockdown in Edinburgh, but obviously because it's online, you don't even have to be in Edinburgh, is the reconfigure live drawing classes. Yes, this is like the 3rd time I'm trying to say reconfigure. It is a hard word. Anywho, they used to have their classes in the summer hall next to the meadows, but obviously that now isn't an option anymore. So now they're doing it online. You can again check out their website and see what's going on. They seem to have really interesting models coming in, or like not coming in anymore. Really interesting models are basically setting the stuff up at their homes. The price for the class is between £2 and £5 depending on your financial situation. Anyway, I think that's basically it for the things that we tried so far when it came to being stuck at home and trying to pour at least some money into the local economy. Let me know in the comments below which one of these things sounds the best, the tastiest, or the most interesting. And I will see you soon. Stay safe, wash your hands. You're great. Okay, bye.